Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya. Hari Hari.
Hare Nama Eva Kevalam. All our efforts are when we are hearing the kirtan like that or doing japa, our mind should be so much absorbed in Krishna there without going anywhere. This is why we are doing all this, so the mind doesn't have to go here and there. Nischalata. Yeah, if you have any questions, you could ask. What I could do is, yeah, I think we will, yes, we will, what we will do is, okay. You know Lord Ganesha? Yes, big ears. Big ears. So there is significance behind this. Maybe you can think about it and I'll ask you later. So the 4 steps. Actually, this is good. This is what? I into the ear. Actually, what I meant is this. Okay. Hearing. Right? Sattva hearing. First step, right? Hearing. And second step is pause. Pause. Yeah. And then we will do this. This is brain, not heart, not the heart upside down, but we want to Krishna the brain too. That's why. So here, after hearing, yeah, the pausing and thinking is happening, right? So we want that to be, yes, mind. Positive. And, remember, not just positive, Krishna also, with pause. This is third step. Yeah. And then look at this mouth here. Really small.
Yeah.
It's not big. Look at the ears here. Ears are big. Mouth is really small. And this is not really flat there. Thoda sa smile here. Sattva hai na? The sattva, mouth is not too big. There are not many words needed. Not too many words needed. in Sattva communication, maximum productivity with minimum words. Little more and a smile. Prashant. And Hare Krishna. And please break this. We'll see who will be able to see this. So for Hare Krishna.
Hare.
So welcome to our friend here. And you see this nice friend of ours have big ears, eyes, dotting. We are trying to Krishnaize everything, right? So, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Shanta Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayam. So, Premanjana Churita. Okay. Transformation in progress. The mind also hot ho gaya, eyes also, right? So this mouth is really small, and we were discussing how in Sattva there is no need of many words, but only few words. इसलिए mouth is छोटा सा है, थोड़ा सा mouth होना है ना, इसलिए छोटा सा, and smile there. Okay, now can you tell me what this is? Smile तो हो गया. Few words.
Happiness.
Prabhu, air high five. High five. Really.
Okay. Is that the fourth step 4?
Yeah, we are coming to details in step 4, Mataji. The details. Yeah, this is the fourth part. In fourth part, these are the details.
Hearing big, talking less.
Yeah, in the fourth step, hearing is the first step. Hey? Fourth step में details. Now the processing, thinking processing is happening. We are coming to the fourth step now, which will come out as words. So this is the fourth step. In the fourth are the details. Small mouth, not many words needed. And this is actually, really, that solves so many problems. Itna ja. So many problems at any levels. This here is directly linked with here. If the processing is happening and is positive here, we will see this is all is needed, not many words. And thank you. Yeah, thank you. And one more here.
Yes, thank you.
Can you tell me what this is? This is.
Can you repeat it?
This is mouth, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mouth, and here we said, no need of much words. Quiet is better. The whole Bhagavad Gita shloka is just in here. Yeah. So smile. Huh?
Only positive.
Excellent. Uplifting words. If my words are not uplifting others, I would rather just be quiet. And if I have to say something, better it be uplifting to others.
Uplifting from others' perspective, right?
Others' perspective.
What I'm trying to understand.
I have a problem. Others' perspective is not in my hands. It's not in my hands. How the other person is going to receive what I say is not in my hands. Say somebody is very angry, yeah, and I'm quiet, yeah? And if I just respond to, okay, is there something you want to say? Even that's the best it could get to. But the other person has a choice to look at it in a different way. Here I am yelling, shouting, you think you are a saint? You are not. They can think whatever they want. You think I can be the way you want to be? I asked you to do this, you didn't do that. So other person, it's not in mind.
But even if you're saying from, for the benefit of the other person, it is not.
It's not in my hands. There's only what I can do is only that is there in my hands. We are not the control. I can only do my best. It does not guarantee the best of the other person, doesn't guarantee. It's totally up to the other person how they want to receive. Yeah. So uplifting is from my perspective. So when somebody is so angry like that, yelling at me, then the uplifting is, I see you're upset. Is there anything that you want to say? That's the best it could get to from my side. That's all I can do. And if the person continues to yell, yeah, still looking to see if there is something can be corrected, but not reacting. I'm being so quiet, but you're still in. So that's what uplifting is. All this Sattva is only the best we could do. We cannot really guarantee anything outside. But the beauty of it is once we do it for ourselves, we will feel the difference. After that, the wisdom kicks in. It says, this is all you can do. The shant mil jata hai. There may not be solution to the problem, but we are in harmony. So that's it. Speaking. And before I forget, these are all the general basic interactions we are discussing as per Shastra. There was a question, what if there is an abuse and you just keep quiet? Those things are, those are individual discussions. We'll leave it to personal discretion of how they would like to handle it. These are all the general things, general guidelines for us. Okay? So these are the 4-step process. Ears are big. First one, second one, pause. Third one is the processing here. So, and then gradually it comes to positive, and for devotee it can be Krishnized, and then speak something. This is a 4-step process. The whole sattvic interactions are covered there. And here comes the inner child again. Here comes the boundaries. These are beautiful boundaries because Krishna is always with you and you are doing your very best to respect Krishna and others. That's when these are beautiful boundaries. This is how we are respecting Krishna and others. Yes, mano dvijate loko lokana dvijate chaya. This is the best we could get to with our understanding, with our capacity. The least we could get agitated and the least we could agitate others. So practically, this is the best it could get to in bhakti. Yeah. So this we have to see. Yeah. Inner child is always that. We are taking accountability for this inner child. So we are not showing the reasons outside, taking the accountability, and that's why we are embracing Sadhu, Shastra, and Krishna. This is inner child care. We have covered this also. And one more thing is, dear devotees, when it says that we are taking accountability, please know that it doesn't mean that we have to suffer. Now that everything is falling on me, I cannot point out on anyone. Suffering, it doesn't mean like that. Accountability is walk towards the solution, walk towards the harmony. Sometimes there is solution, sometimes there is not. Then that's just the harmony. So that is accountability. Covered. Everything covered here. Whatever we have discussed so far. And in terms of sattvic parenting, especially, these children, they can be small or they can be big, 18 plus, but still they're called adult children. 18 plus are adult children. So I'm going to give the example of a child and a parent. And you please tell me where I went wrong. Now that we know the sattvic interactions and everything, you please tell me where it went. Child, again, the daughter comes from the school She opens the door, she's crying. She's crying and mother opens the door. And daughter is angry with the mother, opens the door. Ma, it's because of you. Opening the door and the daughter sees this child, 5 years, 6, 7 years young. Clearly, daughter is crying. And you asked me to wear this pink gown. I wanted to wear the green one. Yeah. And Samruddhi, my friend, she said I look ugly in this. Did I say pink or green? Whatever gown I'm wearing. I was in green. This green gown. Yeah. Samruddhi said I look ugly in this. Ugly, not even not good. Ugly in this. I told you I want to wear the pink gown. You gave me this green to wear. She's walking, daughter walking like this. The mother, she opens the door. She's in the middle of cooking. Yeah. As a child opened the door and started crying, mother goes, this is the case with you. Every day. Yeah. As you walk in, you cry. You're so much used to complaining. How many times did I tell you that you have to be positive? Complaining. I sent you to school in the morning and when you're coming, opening the door and complaining. When would you stop complaining? Okay. First of all, physically also, mom, you can see how she can use it with the daughter walking, mother says. And why are you so concerned about the gowns? Pink gown, green gown. I took you to the doctor the other day. They said your weight is so less. Again, show your lunchbox. Show your lunchbox and show the carrots that I gave you. I'm doing all this for you. I don't want you to have the glasses in a small age. That's why I'm packing these carrots. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you. Show the lunchbox. Again, you didn't eat the carrots. Now you have this much sight only. In 1-2 years, you'll have this big lens. I'm doing this for your good. I'm telling you for your good. And you don't listen to this. Okay, carrot session. And then, again, the math session. The child is unable to recover. I don't know, on top of that. The third one has to come now about the math. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. The job opportunities are so good with math. I put the tuition teacher also for you, math. And you see the grade. What else do we do? I go work, bring, daddy does that, I do this, your sister do that, and you don't learn the math. And I put the tuition also for you. Do you know how much it costs for the tuition? Back home in India, we didn't have the tuitions too. Oh, chapter should know that. Oh, bichara. The girl, poor girl must be thinking, I'm better off staying at school. Why did I open this door and come inside? This is the introduction. That's the child and this is the mother. A red gown or whatever, green gown. Green on pink gown. That did not even come in mother's discussion or attention. But this is a conversation. So please, step 1, 2, 3, 4.
One
Fail.
About mother, you're talking about the mother, right? Yeah. 1, 2.
not happening.
So,
Obviously, when one is not happening, two won't happen.
so 1 is
Fail.
Sattva hearing is you first. Okay? Sattva hearing is you first. If you want to note down, you can repeat, please. You first.
You first.
You please say you first.
You.
Yeah? Second is I'm hearing. This is Sattva. You first, and I'm hearing. Third one is I understand. I hear, I understand. Fourth one is we don't necessarily have to say it out, especially when they're upset. How can I help you? How can I help this person? Sometimes there's not a lot to help. They just have to vent. We stay quiet. Then the best thing is just to stay quiet. They're not really looking for any solutions. Yeah. But this is the 4-step process. Sattva hearing is you first. I'm hearing. I understand. How can I help? 4. So the mother here, clearly, all these things didn't happen with the mother. Second one is, what is it that was locking? Second step was gone. Means, according to Bhagavad Gita, according to Sattva, what was it that was not observed? Second step.
Pause.
Pause means tolerate. Right? Tolerate. Patience. Why are we doing this? Because we want to be kind to the other person. And in bhakti, we want to be the kind to the other person because it will be pleasing to Krishna and we don't want to hurt others.
Great patience and third.
Kindness. Yeah. Pause is this. When we are pausing, we are observing these things in Bhagavad Gita. When we are hearing, yeah, we are observing compassion, kindness. Again, these two things are also there, simultaneously acting. So this mother, she did not do that. So immediate, before the child finished, Ma, it's you that told me to wear green gown. Mother is like, oh, I didn't finish the whole thing, what mother said, right? What are you saying? Huh? You came to me, you brought those 2 gowns and you asked me. And I said, okay, wear green now. Now you're talking to me back? As if it is my mistake. You asked me and I said it. You're talking to me back? And that's how you talk to your mother? This is all the mother's thing. So the mother is also acting exactly as the child, if we see it. Parent is supposed to be in goodness. We're calling child because the child is in ignorance and passion. So there's no wonder child said what she said. But the mother is acting like an adult child to the girl, to the daughter. You told me, you asked me, and now you're talking to me like that. Do you talk like that to the parents? That's like that. So that is it. And yahan kya ho raha hai? Mother, she already said that every day when you open, you start crying. I told you not to cry. I told you not to complain, but you keep. Anything that she's thinking, the other person, how the other person is wrong, how the child is wrong. But what we should be thinking as an adult, a parent, or a Sattva person, what is the need of the person? It's not how the person is being, but what is the need of the person? So in this case, the child's need is, can you please say what the child's need is? As she walked in, what was it that the child is needing? Huh? Okay, listen to me, please. 1. Somebody.
Bring down or calm down. Yeah.
No, attention to.
Attention. Yeah. Listen means yes, attention.
Care.
What do you mean by care, Prabhu?
Like letting her to tell whatever that she wants. That way it then the daughter.
Empty your heart.
Yeah,
Huh?
empty your heart.
Yeah, empty your heart. Care.
Venting out.
Venting. Yeah, empty your heart. Venting out. Yeah, this is the care that you're talking about. Yeah. And what more?
Trying to address the problem and identify the problem.
What is the problem here? Identifying the problem itself is a need. Yeah. What are the things? What do you think is the problem here?
And then
Respecting
need to
the-
make a calm down the child so that she can tell whatever the instructions are. When the child is angry itself, if you tell, then they get more bond.
How can we calm down the child?
First, we should talk less, then automatically they will talk less.
Talk calm and less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being calm and less words. Okay. So that is helpful. So calm her down with some words. Yeah. Calm her down. These are the needs, right? And what more?
respecting her decision. She wanted to have a different.
Excellent.
But she was mother forced to have.
Right? What does she want? She wanted pink gown. Hello, Prabhu? Yeah.
Like apologizing for telling her to wear that. maybe.
Okay. Acknowledge if there was something
Yeah.
done, right? Acknowledge.
Saying, oh, I'm sorry, I told you
Yeah.
to wear green instead of pink, you should have. Next time wear whatever you want.
Right. These 2 points. Yeah. This is a great need for the child. The child was looking for autonomy here. She really wanted to wear pink. She didn't care if she was looking beautiful or not in the pink actually. Yeah. But on top of that, her friend said, no, you look ugly. So, but the need here as a parent, instead of seeing why the child is crying, why is it that the child is crying? So these are the needs. So, anything else that we have missed?
But is the color or dress is the actual problem, or the person, the friend who said that she looks ugly?
Mhm.
So that she really has to take that, her
Okay.
opinion.
So in your case, there's one more need to see that she's not affected, even if there's a comment that comes from outside.
Because that,
Pink or green? Yeah, what? Pink?
It's like a, I don't know, like a counter, because she was not appreciated in that. She needs love or appreciation in that.
Appreciation, yeah, yes. Appreciation.
She's looking good in that color as well. I don't know if
Uh,
it's going to be effective
Right.
or not, but something like that.
Right? Yes, from,
Uh,
can one of you be a mother now? Include these things and speak to the child, please. And one of you can try. We just heard what the mother said, right? That is parent-child. But now with this, so this is the processing that needs to happen here. What is the need of the child? And accordingly, the words will come out. So in the first case,
Sometimes not even the dress, I think we have to find what triggered her
Yes.
to.
exactly, right? Right. If there is anything more, like as Prabhu said, appreciation, or if there's bullying happening, whatever is triggering here. So, yeah, here in the first case, the child, mother was looking at child as a negative symptom because she's crying, she's complaining and crying, the child. Right? And that's why she said what all she said. And it was not helpful for the child. But in this case, now the processing is to see what the underlying need is. So if this is happening, automatically the 4th step will be fine. So does anybody want to volunteer or? Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's like when the child comes crying, we start off saying, once she finishes telling everything, listen calmly, everything, and I say, I hear you, beta or whatever, Betty. Yeah, I hear everything what you're saying. I understand what you're going through. I'm sorry you felt that way. So for me, if you want to, I mean, from my side, I would say you look pretty in this dress as well. You look equally beautiful in both the pink and green. So, you shouldn't listen to what other people say. And then I would say that next time onwards, you can pick whatever you want.
Perfect. Yeah, very good. Excellent. And all that was in a calm tone. And the appreciation was also given. And while the mother is talking to like that to the child, she's not very much at a distance and looking at them. Naturally, mother goes to the child and says, okay, beta, this, calms down. This is what the child needed. Not so much about pink or green. And how can I help you? The 4th step, right? And then that 4th step, I heard you. Yes, I'm hearing. I heard you. I understood you. And how can I help you? Help me? You have already calmed down. Good. The next step is, yes, addressing this thing. See that the child is not affected regardless of the comments from outside. That you can help. Now the child is ready for this. Yeah. You actually look good both in pink and green better. But whatever you like, you wear it. See, if you go out with a pink dress, somebody say then you look beautiful in pink. And some others may say, no, pink is not good, green is good. So you don't necessarily have to go with what's said. You wear what you like. This is yours. Build up the confidence. So it's not affected. So in this way, we have addressed completely the needs of the child, the immediate needs, and you are building up the confidence in her. The second thing also. So that is something that we want to keep in mind. The short-term pacification is done, but the long-term, this also, each time we have this opportunity with the child to see in the long term that they are autonomous, independent, like that. So now you already said all those words, that's Sattva. That's Sattvic speaking. That's it. And that has uplifted the child. And not too many words were needed. And the child is fine. And now, see, by doing this, we can still address the carrots. Because eyesight is also, health is also important. That's why the mother is worried. So mother's worries, we don't have to put them aside. Address, bring down the child. Address the need of the child first. Then the child will be ready to hear what we have to say.
I think that carrot communication should be later.
Later, yeah. Now that this is over, and the child is happy, and you're having the together, prasadam together. Yeah.
What I'm saying is not right away.
No, not right away.
After the
The
now.
whole thing, yeah, not right away. Just because you have to finish talking honestly. Yeah, after the whole thing has subsided, when everything is gone. Whenever it is a good opportunity to bring up, again, not in the checklist, okay, ye ho gaya, ye ho gaya. No. When would it be a best time to bring up the topic and address it? Then we would. It could be the same day or next day also. Or whenever. When she's coming, Ma, I can't see this better. This is why I was saying better, just to let you. Whenever the opportunities. Waiting for the opportunity is Sattva. Urge to let it go is Rajas. So waiting for the opportunity, carrot is there, but we'll address when it comes. And again, we have to be flexible how we want to present it also. Always putting the carrot in the lunchbox and expecting the child to chew on the carrot. I think the child would feel I better off wearing the glasses instead of hearing this carrot story, everything. Then look and see if carrot juice is better, or mixing some chocolate in the carrot juice is better somehow. So in Sattva, we want to be flexible. See, it's not that we have to win the point, even though health is good. Yes, health is the priority, but still we have to look and see. Yeah, the flexibility. So Sattva is, it's not that we are in pain or we should be in pain because we took accountability. This we have to remember. Accountability is only to get better, to be in harmony, not to be in pain. Harmony means sometimes we have solution, sometimes we don't have solution, but at least we are in harmony, like that. Yeah, so that's it, not true. Yeah, and that's Sattvic. Yeah, this is there, and what was the other thing? There was one more thing, a math and science. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Sorry, you said if we don't have a solution, be in harmony, that means we are trying to accept the situation.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
we are doing?
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to accept the situation. Because all of us, we are what we are. We are what we are. I may be expecting so much from the other person. But actually, the other person also may be expecting so much from me. But the fact is, they can do only so much they can. After that, it doesn't make sense to them. If I am fixed on that point, then I would not be peaceful. I would be unhappy. And it's not fair on their part too. For them also, it's not fair. For example, we'll give you this laundry, garme, yeah? And generally, the ladies, the laundry, their folding is different. They cannot just accept all the folds. Any fold doesn't look good for them. It has to be good. We just cannot stand if the folds are not good. It's just like that. Most the women are like that. But men are not like that. It's not so important for them. As long as the clothes are not all over the place and in the cupboard, some kind of fold is okay with them. But if I'm so much fixated, if I'm so much fixated on that particular point, and then I may be thinking from my side, see, I'm showing you how to fold, okay? I cannot do the whole thing myself, so let's do it together. And we call the spouse and say, so this is how you fold. It's done, yeah? Fold, that's done. Next time we see something faulty again, because it's not just the way we are looking for. Then we think, I already told you nicely, and I cannot do this, and also the towel folding too. How many times do I say and we lose the upset? And the husband might be thinking, I've done my best. He also has things to do, but he's trying to do this, so there is not too much of friction in home. So he does his best. He doesn't get it. And here I am thinking, I said it well. And इसमें क्या है? A fold ऐसे नहीं ऐसे करना है. बस इसमें क्या है? I'm thinking like that. It's a small thing for me, and it is such an important thing for me. I totally ignore the other person of how small thing, how it's not at all a point for them. It's for me, it's on the top of the list. For them, it's on the bottom of the list. But just because to bear with me, they just pay attention, they try to follow, they do their best. In spite of that, if I continue to say the same thing to same person every time I see a towel fold, is it me or is it that person? I should let that go. That person is doing their best. Yeah, I told you, Sattva. I told you very nicely also, but the towel fold is not. It is my priority, not their priority. So unless I come to that point, Prabhu, it could be a towel, it could be a person, it could be a child, it could be husband, it could be a devotee here, it could be anybody. Unless I come to that point, I cannot be peaceful. I cannot be satisfied. Not only not peaceful, satisfied, I will be hurting myself also. So all these things will happen. Whatever relationship may be. So it's about me. It's about me. Yeah. Harmony is Prabhu. One thing, Prabhu, bhakti or not, whose life is the happiest all the time. As a hoga, Prabhu. Even in bhakti too. Because happiness, unless we realize happiness is here, there is no way that we are happy when it is linked up with anything around or anybody around, family or friend or anyone. So until that is fixed, yes. So yeah, harmony. Yes, Prabhu. Something sweet. Just harmony. I think that kind of answers everything that we have covered so far, including the Sattvic parent. That has covered everything, right? The hearing, the 4-step process. Any questions? After that, we will go to the journaling thing. After you have any questions. Yeah.
So cleanliness is next to gardening. So you are trying to keep it clean and that other person thinks they're trying to do the best, but they want to keep it messy. Right? So how to get that?
The same as laundry. Cleanliness is godliness, right?
Right. You want to keep the home as temple.
Right.
But other person is not getting it.
Right. That's what I think. Yeah, when we are saying yes, cleanliness is godliness, and I am doing my best, you also do it. That's what. Cleanliness or laundry or cooking, anything falls into the same category. Just because we are doing bhakti, we kind of attach a little bit of bhakti to it because of our conditioning. But we are still holding on to our point of what is important to us. Being clean is important, no doubt. But the point here is how much importance am I giving to this? To a point that I lose peace, to a point that I lose my temper and I shout. Not worth it. Yeah, Sattva is the answer. Sattva is the answer.
But Mataji, in that example, trying to keep the house clean, is that not like a
Basic need.
yeah, like,
Yeah, you please give the suggestions of how the other person can change without me losing the temper. Yes, house has to be clean. What else can you do? What else can you do?
Whatever you do, the other person is not doing. They have their own way of doing it.
Okay.
And that's the That they think that is the best.
Okay.
You think this is how it should be like. Yeah, as you said, let go probably. We set our boundaries and back off.
What is giving you peace? That's what. And in your case, Prabhu, yeah, if you think something has to be done because house has to be clean, what would you do?
How much you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I think you tend to do it yourself then, right?
Oh.
To bring peace to yourself, then you will do it according to your guidelines.
Right, right. And then after that, are you peaceful? Because you have done everything yourself according to your guidelines. Are you peaceful? Peaceful for that day. And the next day,
Right, giving the same message.
and the next.
And maybe not even peaceful still.
Yeah, right. Maybe not even peaceful.
Peaceful.
And the next day, ये करना है, वो करना है, और घर भी ऐसे करना है. You have to-
I think one has to realize, see the other person's interest also. Like for example, when it comes to the cleaning,
Towel folding.
yeah,
Okay.
but I'm telling you. In my practical case itself, like my garage was very bad.
Mhm.
Shubhan always wants to clean up the garage. I tell I have the other things, but he has the passion to clean. Finally, he learned that, okay, you do your work, I do mine. Then finally, he cleaned the garage.
Yeah.
So from that, what I understood is, not everyone likes to do everything. Whatever they have the passion to do, let them do it. And we should continue, I mean, wherever needed or like that.
Right.
That's what.
Yes, Prabhu. Putting all this brings us to the next way of interacting. One is need-based, right? On this need-based only, this is with the child. This can be this is with the child outside, and this is with our inner child too. Please, dear devotees, everything when we say this is with the inner child. Okay. The other one is need-based communication between two people, Prabhu. So in this case, when you are saying yourself and Shiva, right? This person wants to clean garage, and this person want to take care of accounts or whatever. So both of them, because they live together, if they can respect each other's needs, and so garage doesn't have to be cleaned on the same day, but respecting his need. Okay, so let's do it. How about this coming Sunday? But I have this accounts too. So I'm going to do it on the weekday. Do you think you can just take care of your stuff? So in that time, I can do my accounting. That way, your need, he's helping with your need. And you are also helping with the need. So in the family or any two interactions, any two people, both the needs, if they are acknowledged. Yeah. Instead of yelling and denying and all that, I hear you. This is what I think we can do. And can you do? Again, that can be a process. It will be wonderful if you say, this is my need, your need. Okay, done. It will be an ideal thing. But at least that's the process. That way, the house also gets cleaned somehow a little bit at least. And whatever the accounts are there, that is also taken care of. Is that it? And again, they are two different people. We cannot completely change them. By being, we can only be an example in that case. So the other person can start to see your needs more. Yeah. The other option is to yell, to demand. You can choose to do that. And this option is you inform, request, ask. There are two ways. Inform, request, ask. The other thing is yell, demand. We may be getting it done short term for that time, but at the cost of your peace and other person's peace. And here you may not be able to getting that done on the same day, but maybe next or later. But you are peaceful and other person is also thinking. They know that you have an option to yell, but they are not telling. Again, it comes to the same thing. A sattvic person is not dependent on how others behave with them and the results from outside.
If you need help out there, I'm just curious if you are in need of help. Like,
You ask.
So what I, like in the house, for example, in that example, now garage cleaning
Yeah.
needs two people to do that job,
Ask him.
but the other one is not cooperating to that
Yeah.
ask.
And
Right?
the choice, okay. You pick and choose. Do you want to ask the other person, or you want to yell at them or make them feel guilty? You pick and choose. And then see which choice you want to make. Individual, it's up to you. And sometimes the other person, when the other person is not here, you may have to really say, have you gone mad? So I'm asking you so many times, do you hear that? And maybe sometimes it's needed a wake-up call, if that is the case. But again, if that is the only means to get things everything done, what am I becoming? I don't know about the garage, but what am I becoming? So these are individual. There's nothing like you are supposed to do, you have to do, nothing like that. Choices are laid out. Maybe you can choose.
So,
Zero force.
yeah, zero force. Yeah,
I'm thinking of so many situations at home. I can add more to the garage thing.
Yeah, but it's the same principle, Max.
The third person in Sattva, but keeps on adding mess. First person cleaning, third person comes in Sattva, it makes mess, leaves, very peaceful.
It's like that every day. It's like that every day, really.
And
Yes.
how would the first person who is cleaning should
In
react
each
or
one,
respond?
each one of them, all of them, they have their individual choices. And again, whatever I am facing, everybody is facing in same form or different form. This example is there in every house, and different mentalities are together as family members. So it's like that in every family. Whenever 2-3 people get together, it will be like this. It will be like this. And bhakti is how do I handle in a least frictious way. It doesn't mean we are changing the label of this world. This is going to be Dukkhalayam. The label is not going to change. How less of a Dukkhalayam can it be? But that's the thing, Mataji. Everywhere. Everywhere. And we are also part of that. We don't realize that. But as much as we realize that, oh, okay, I am also part of the chaos that is going on at home, as much as we realize the chaos may not stop, but it will subside. At least our part will come down. And that will have its effect. It's going to have beautiful effect on everybody else, because when we are quiet and we are not contributing to the chaos anymore, the other two people start and they look at each other. Why is the other person not saying anything, just trying to fix the things, being a part of the solution? They will look at it today or tomorrow or whenever. If the change has to happen, then it will happen accordingly. If it doesn't happen, so be it, or you choose whatever choice you have. Yeah. Both of them are like,
You just think of this Mataji whenever like used to be in Sattva.
yeah. It is a choice. It's a choice, Mataji. We also know we have other choice.
And it is, I think, like what everybody was saying, like when the closest ones, right, with whom we have maximum interaction during the day at home, like the environment. I mean, I think the application of this is probably will be easier to the next level, like, friends. But when it comes to
But the
family,
whole thing is,
it's
this
more
is for the
important.
application for the closest.
Yeah.
Because if we are interacting with outer circles, that's only every now and then. But the pain or harmony is everything to do with whoever is closest.
Yeah.
The distant person, you don't need to be trying to be in harmony. Yeah.
It's a choice of just.
the closest one is we expect more. Like if you go to corporate world, we don't expect same thing what we expect our wife or husband or kids. Corporate world, we do it in a professional way.
Yeah.
You don't expect that. That's why you don't get hurt there, but we got hurt here. because we are expecting, like my case, like last 20 years, I'm expecting something, right? It's not happening. I mean, Mata is coming beautifully,
No.
but nothing is happening, right? So I'm expecting. So that's what it hurts more.
So this is about थोड़ा सा वेंटिंग सेशन और हम लोग का यहाँ but the thing is but this covers the whole thing that we have discussed so far. Now if you have the question is about channeling, so shall I wipe it away? Good.
One thought I had, Margaret.
Yes, Prabhu.
Step 2, where you said pause, right? And tolerate patience and time. I was wondering that just doing the step of pause, that will automatically, I assume, might automatically bring those
Yes, yes.
tolerance
Yes,
and
Yeah, what I was saying was by just pausing,
Yeah.
we are already observing all those.
You are adding oil to the fire. And it ignites more.
That's what.
like we don't have to separately put effort in, I
No.
need to be tolerant,
No.
I need to be.
Now, what I said was, I think that's before you came in, when we are pausing, it means we're already doing this. Yeah, no separate thing like, I want to be patient now, or not. I said. But when we know the reason why we have to pause, that this is just to practical application of bhakti, hai na? So we have to mention by pausing, we are observing these qualities. That is how we are implementing. That's thank you.
Now, one thing, Mataji, there, like, compared to the external person, internal person, I don't see any boundaries set. Maybe we can add child or somebody to boundaries set. Okay, these are the KPIs, something like that, right? Not necessarily forcing them, but this is our boundaries at our home.
Yeah.
We can set a little bit of boundaries.
Yes.
That may help.
That's fine. That boundaries at home are generally the teamwork, Prabhu. So mother says something, child says, Ma, I want to go play. Yes, you can play with her. But after this and this. Yeah. Instead of just saying no. Yeah. After finishing homework, you can go play. And that mother can say. So like that, verbal things, yes, Prabhu. Hearing what child has to say, and the mother can say, yes, this is okay, but this is not okay. If you chose to do okay, if you want to go out, going out is okay, but be home before 10 o'clock. That's setting the boundary. So not saying no to what the child says. Okay to say yes to the child. She wants to eat candy, no problem. She wants to go out, no problem. Candy, okay, but the boundary is one a day. And the boundary is not before you go to bed because it's not good for your teeth, like that. So that is the boundaries between the parents and children, like that. For each thing that is there, instead of saying no, completely yes, a safe boundary, a reasonable boundary that can be communicated and maintained. Is that what you said? Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, if it is more like teenage girls like that, they have their friends, they want to go out, yeah, and their meeting times are busy up until 9:30, 10 o'clock with their stuff anyway, but they want to go out, and they want to meet their friends. They really want to. They can go out, but better please be safe. Keep your phone on you, and when I call, you should please pick it up. Otherwise, I will be anxious. Those are the boundaries. You can go, come back in an hour, keep the phone on you. These are the boundaries. Like that. That's one more thing. With the children, it's easy to say no, but that's not fair. We are an authority figure. So easy to say no. But it's good to say yes. Yes, and then make the adjustment. Then they will feel better because they are subordinate when we are an authority figure. Yes.
But if they don't follow the boundaries before, for example, let's say electronics with my son.
Yeah.
So I give them the gaming, say
Right.
2 hours a day,
Right.
on a weekend,
Right.
but then they keep going with.
Yeah, depending upon each situation and the nature of the whatever the situation is, the mother takes the call. If it means taking away the gadget or not giving at all, whatever is needed. Yeah, but the boundaries have to be communicated first. And if said, follow it up. Show it that you do it. Otherwise, it's not fair for the child. You say it, but you don't do it. And next time you really act heavy on that, is not fair. So communicate and do what you're saying. And be reasonable. Instead of saying no, be reasonable. Like that.
I think that reasonable is very
It's very important.
important.
It's so easy for an authoritative figure to say no or to get fixated on how it should be done only. It's best to just be reasonable. Unless they are happy, we cannot be peaceful too. Yeah. So journaling. Yeah. Any questions? So in those, now all those concepts are clear, right? I think we have gone through. Any question? So journaling. This is what we are going to do is not something new. We are just bringing to our attention what is happening within us. All these days we didn't observe, but we will start observing now. We will not do anything different. When we start observing, we will act upon it. This is for 21 days. 21 days may you can make a habit or break a habit. 40 days may you can just make it like a more permanent one. Yeah, you can bring the change in 21 days and you can engrave the change in 40 days like that. Is it 21, 40 days? So that's why I said 21 days. Our goal here in 21 days is every day we want to see how we are getting closer to Krishna. It means Sattva. Sattva is already there. It is through Sattva that we get closer to Krishna, like in the child and mother interaction. In the first interaction with the mother is not happy, child is not happy. So when Sattva is not followed, what kind of chanting can mother do there? If the mother is speaking like that to the child, what kind of chanting, what kind of bhakti mother can do? Right? So yeah, that way in journaling, by observing Sattva, we are automatically getting closer to Krishna. Yasman nodhijate loka loka nodhijate cha. That is Sattva. And that's what Lord Krishna said. All we do is, every day we just keep track of it. That's it. And I'll tell you the procedure. And this particular thing, we will start it in a few days. I'm just bringing it now, maybe in a week or so. Before that, I'll just send the messages, some messages, just to get us in the mood of the journaling. Kandama, thank you, Ram. So, you see this. What I'm doing is, if you want, you can keep a book or whatever. I just like a plain paper, not even the ruled ones. This is what I do. Yeah. On that day, this, we wake up 4 o'clock, 4:30, whenever it is. And one more thing is, it's before we start the day, actually even before we start the japa also, set your mood and tone for the rest of the day. It is said that when we get up early in the morning, don't rush. Don't rush in the sense, not external rush. Not external rush, but internally also, no rush for anything. After we wake up, it is a very quiet mode there, inside, within. That's the time when we let the things settle down, and to bring it to your attention, do not rush. Just watch that time. After you get up, even before you start thinking of doing anything, there is a time frame where you are not jumping to the next thought of what you want to do. That is a settling phase, and you can observe that and make use of that. I'm just bringing it to your attention. Yeah? So that is even before, that's when you wake up. Okay, in the journaling, say in the morning, from morning till evening. Again, in this journaling, it's up to you. I'll just tell you one thing. And how many times a day you want to do it, how helpful it is to you, it's up to you. I'll tell you one thing. Okay. like in my journal, what has to go today, I'm thinking, what was it that that brought to, what is it that caught my attention today? Where was it that I was agitated? Or where was it that I felt really good? What came to my attention? I don't have to dig in. If we ask, okay, since morning, what is it that is in your mind, on your mind now? One thing on your mind. What is it that you have? That automatically, yeah? So that we call it as incident or a trigger or something. Say, some example will be good. I'm thinking, what example can I give? Only I have to give because I have to say the whole example. Say, I was fine. I will pick up something from the other day. Yeah, okay. So there is something that has happened yesterday. Okay. In my journaling, I have to do that. I didn't have time yet. Again, when we do this, we may not have time every day, but I have it in my mind what I want to journal. I'm going to do that now so that I remember what has happened. And that was a very beautiful thing that has happened. I want to make that note. So it's one thing. In the journal, generally these are, you can section it as you like, but these are negative automated, and these are sattva or volunteer positive or towards Krishna, like that. So here, say, yeah. I'm just taking the chores example again, being a mother. The chores were not done, chores were not done, and it's time to come out. Kitchen is not clean yet. Kitchen is not clean. I have done my part. So I have done my part. Yeah, kitchen is not clear, and I have to go. And that's not something new. We all face that every day. Yeah. And as usual, the reaction would be, I did my part. I have asked you. I texted you so many times. The whole kitchen is clean. Yeah. Yeah. That was such a negative thing. Yeah. Yeah. We are shouting because we already did everything that we need to do, but still the kitchen is not clean and we got to go. So this is a negative automated response. In this case, it is not even automated. It is deliberate because I know I'm doing it and I want to do it. I want to yell because I said that yesterday also, the day before yesterday also I said. Okay. So this negative automated or deliberate comes here. Are we happy about it? Is there anything different that we could do? This is your volunteer transformation here. What do I do about it? So tomorrow, if the same thing happens, am I going to be like this again tomorrow? And the day after, and the day after? What am I going to doing with consciousness? Forget about the kitchen or whatever it is. What is happening within me? What kind of person am I becoming? Either negative automated or negative deliberate. Again, if we are choosing this, it doesn't mean that we have no solution. What is it that I could do to work towards solution? So that it's individual. What do you want to do? And first day, second day, third day. So in your column, your negative automated things would come here. It could be with the chores with the children, or husband with the wife saying something, or something at the workplace, or you're driving fast because you started late, and it's just not a good feeling to be late. And that goes in a negative here. I don't feel good. And I am going to start early, 15 minutes tomorrow. Yes, 15 minutes tomorrow early. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And next day, I come back. I go to this. This is done. So the confidence gets built up. And the negative patterns turn into positive. This is a small example. Yeah. And here, when I don't want to be late, I have to be reasonable, saying I will start 15 minutes early. I cannot jump and say I should be starting 1 hour early. Just in case 15 minutes back up, half an hour traffic jam and this and that, unreasonable होता है, right? Next day, if I say 1 hour, I'm just giving this example because you will get all these things when you start journaling. We will not get it from point A to point Z directly. There will be many variations, but we have to navigate through to see how we can get to this positive here. Only this example I'm giving. If I say 1 hour early, it will not happen. Say I said 1 hour early, I will start. I still end up again 15 minutes late. And I wonder, why am I doing this? I want to be positive, but it is not reasonable like that. So slowly I'll get to that. We'll come to the slide. There we have the example. But this is how the journaling goes though. Your negative automated ones or deliberate ones come here. These are clearly unpleasant. First, what happens is, in the rice, big stones. And the grass, the dry grass. When you bring rice from the market, big stones and dry grass. You pick them out. They're easily seen. So whatever bothers us comes out first in the first 21 days. 21 days or first few days. Whatever is bothering us more, that will come more. Let it come out. Let it come out. Even if it is one thing that is coming out for days, no problem. We'll work on it. So those gross things, they come out first. Very much bothering. After that, once we get used to this, we don't need much of writing also. It constantly happens. Even the subtle things can be straightened out. So that's what the whole thing about the journaling. And this is how we can jot down. You can do anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes a day. In between that, whenever you want to, I carry mine wherever I go as much as possible. Anywhere you want to jot down, you can do it. If you don't have time at the end of the day. Sometimes 2 days also no time, but at least I know that point and this point and this point I want to address. You will see the difference. Because these things will happen again to us. We should be seeing some change in next 2-3 days. It means we have to address that. And it is beautiful, we will like it. Why? Because all these unpleasant negative things, they will start to decrease. And we will see this happening. Yeah? Yes. Yeah.
If you don't mind, could you take the previous example and talk a bit? Because there was a dependency on somebody else to do that chore, right? Or clean the kitchen and that.
Yeah.
So how would you navigate that into a positive thought process?
Yeah. Then I come down, I start 10 minutes early, and I instead of texting them, I'll go to their room, and instead of waiting for them, I will drive. I will not stay there. Then they will know, which I did. And then of course I have to go back and pick up, but at least they came to know. So different things for us. It's not that we just sit there with no solution. We do it deliberately. And yeah, that's a process. Yeah.
What you just said, I thought there's still a negative thought process in that. Even, like, it's like, okay, I'm driving away and then so I felt there was still the consciousness was not in a harmony from that perspective. There was still a negative, that I want to teach them a lesson. So that's how I'm hearing it.
If that's what is needed, intentionally do it in a non-agitated way. And then come back and pick up, they got the message. And after that, you're being normal with them, but they got the message. So intentionally in a non-agitated way to send the message out. What else can,
Sometimes it's setting off probably like spare the rod or the child kind of if you pamper too much and you keep on, they're not listening and it's keeping on rotating. Then if you're not teaching them anything, sometimes it has to go a harder way, otherwise they'll not learn and then it's like you're spoiling them.
Yeah. And again, Sattva is we come up with ways and means, so there is a solution. in a non-agitated way, even if it is taking time. It does not mean we settle down with less and be painful, not at all. Sattva is no pain there. Either we are working towards the solution, constantly working towards the solution without infliction, if it is an ongoing thing. Yeah, but not really settling down and leaving everything and sit there and say, this is it. I see. Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
All this good, Madhuri. Based on my experience is how much we commit outside the world in terms of materialistic, in terms of kids, in terms of kids' activities, in terms of our job. Because as I heard Mataji's home probably like 20 years ago, one of the Maharaj came from India. He was telling, you need to work minimum hours, like for example, 8 hours or 6 hours. Like my personal life, I try to intend to work more because of job security, for example, right? Because of family take care, right? All those things will add up year,
Yeah.
and our journey will get slowed down instead of going fast, instead of going in the pace we expect to see. So what does that mean? Like we are adding all those things, right? So that means we don't have enough time to do spiritual activity, for example, right? Like we don't have enough time to do morning 2 hours or 2.5 hours because we have to run to office, right? So all those things will add up. Like in my experience is basically when we don't balance work life, and then I think it will be very difficult go in this sattva based on my experience.
Whatever balance we have to do, adjustments we have to do in material life or spiritual life, anything, regardless, anything. Yes, Prabhu. It's a personal journey, needing adjustments both materially and spiritually. Yes. And it's not like what you say, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I don't really like to call it as marathon, but it's a lifetime journey. It's a lifetime journey. Yeah. There is no rush. It's just the way of balancing the things and see how less frictious it can be, more peaceful it can be. So, matter of adjusting. Yes, Prabhu. Constant adjustment. Constant adjustment, spiritually or materially. Yeah, it's not like a straight line.
Yeah.
Or constantly adjustment. Yes. Yes.
The way you journal, all the negative triggers, and then what differently you could have done, right?
Yeah.
Do you also journal like what was very like on the opposite end of the spectrum,
Actually,
very positive?
Yeah. Actually, this thing is sometimes is not always negative. It is only an instinct. Like when somebody says, "I wanted to say no," yeah, I did not say no yet, but that was my automated thing. So I did not say no yet. I didn't say no. I said yes. And I did it. So I'm reinforcing here. I didn't say no. So this is wonderful. The day before or whenever, before I knew all this, my default was no. No to say out. But here, only in the mind, I was about to say, but I, for my sake, I want to put it on the paper, saying that yes, this is good. I did not say no. I said yes. I'm reinforcing my thing. So this is your book. This is your place. However it is helping you, you do it accordingly. I just gave a little idea of how you can use it. But in case, yes, if I did say no, and I felt, I didn't feel good, then I would say next time I will not say no. Maybe I'll say yes and see, first say yes and see how much I can do. So when the next opportunity comes, very soon it will come because we are interacting with the people. Then this will come here. Oh, I said yes, like that. So it's need not always be a negative automated thing, but what is it immediately coming out?
And like you said, you carry it. I think there are so many instances during the day that.
Yeah, this example.
Yeah.
You see, you just do it for like 3-4 days. If you want to do, you can do this. Use this one as something unpleasant. that has come up from within, something disturbing and unpleasant. Why is it that happening? That we have to see. Is it because of a person or a thought or whatever? You see it here, okay? And you come up with, okay, this is the unpleasant thing that I'm feeling. So in this case, based on what we have heard, Sattva, inner child care, accountability, whatever, based on whatever we have heard from Sadhu, Shastra, whatever we have heard is from Gita. So based on what I've heard, I will do this. I will do this. Yeah, in this case, okay, I will say yes. But not that I can completely book myself there. Yes, I cannot do the whole thing. I will say yes, and then what? So next day, here, see, as I said, yes is coming here. This is the automatic response. And yes is here too. So in next 2-3 days, when that person is asking you something, you are not saying no. You are saying yes, and you are doing only so much that you can do. And now, this unpleasant feeling about this particular person, child or spouse or whoever it is, or a workplace person, this particular unpleasant feeling about this person is not there anymore. Like that, each unpleasant feeling and a person related to that or a situation related to it, slowly the amplitude comes down. And after 3-4 days, you will see one after the other, one after that. This is yes or no. And here, the time frame, late before. Now you're like 10 minutes ahead of time. So in the right-hand side column, after 1 week, you have seen many things that are taken care of. So your pleasant feelings have gone up within that 1 week, and unpleasant things have come down. So japa can be better.
Can I ask you? So Mataji, you you lead your life basis of Shastra, right? So you know so much, you have those things, you can put it into actual practical application. And like for someone like me, many a times I would know what should have been the right thing to do. But say if I don't know what goes in that column, then what do I do?
Yeah, we don't have to know the Shastra and nothing, but what is it that is less agitating to me and to others? Sattva, less agitation to others and to me. That can be our guideline. Yeah, what could be a little kind to other person, at the same time I am not suffering too. So that can be less agitating, basically. Less agitating and helpful to the other person and not too much on me, instead of straight no. So like that. Whichever falls in that category of sattvic hearing, thinking, and speaking, if that would be a compass for us with the interactions. Yeah. And in the mode of interactions, in terms of thinking it's more of what can be helpful to others, but not too much on me. Because we should be able to manage that for a long time also. Does it sound okay?
Yes, Mataji, I cannot think of a situation, but I'm just thinking like, do I always know when I am in a conflicting position? Do I always know what could have been a better option?
Yes, this, dear devotees, we all have it, just that we didn't pay attention. For this, actually, you will come to know. If you pay attention to all of us, this is a natural intuition for all of us. If you step back and say, why am I not feeling good? Oh, maybe I should have done that. And then you check and see, it is generally in line with the Shastra. It will be in line with the Shastra. Because, again, Shastrically, Paramatma is present within us. It's a conditioned soul response is in Rajoguna, Tamoguna first. When we step back and think, that is Sattvaguna. And in Sattvaguna, we'll be able to hear the voice of Paramatma. That's the Shastric understanding. But yes, we all of us will know. We all of us will know. But if there is a lot of chaos going on, we are still disturbed, it's hard. It's hard. Then you need help. If that is the case. But most of the times it will be clear to us. But when you feel like it is still chaos going on, we need help from us.
So, Mataji, like on that, I'm just thinking that if I'm heard by somebody, and I'm journaling,
Mm.
I'm hurt by somebody, then do we, so we put that negative feeling that I'm hurt.
Yeah,
Then it goes to the,
do we do not know. They can do their best. Yeah, they can do their best. If it is helping them, whatever is coming from within, and if they're applying it and helping them, they're feeling better, well and good. If not, yes, one would need help from outside in that case.
sorry, Martin, my example is I'm hurt
Yes,
and I'm journaling for myself.
right. Mhm.
So now I'll put my negative thought of why I'm hurt,
Right.
whatever is troubling me,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
So what is the positive side?
The positive side is what can you do that you don't have?
So is there any
when you're
boundary?
coming into that inner child and that
Oh,
section?
yes, ma'am. Yes. In that case, all this is about the boundaries and inner child. All this section is about boundaries and inner child only. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So, yes, Prabhu, this is the place for the where the boundaries and inner child care comes. Sometimes we are not enough to give the inner child care that we need, then we have to get help. But this is all about boundaries and inner child.
It is like
And because you cannot do anything to, let's assume somebody said something, right? And you can't say it back to that person or, so then you are just trying to harmonize yourself by accepting, and just trying to think how would you go forward with it.
Yeah, in that case, Prabhu, remember the trigger is there, yeah, and the thought and the judge and emotion. Okay, na? So what is it that I can do in this? Or is there something I can do here? Yeah, because that is not in my hands. That's outside me. All I have is here. And this is deciding everything of what I am. So if I can get the care that I need, manage these emotions, well and good. Otherwise, I will need help from outside. Like children, when they can't really handle, they come to us and then we help them like that, right? So it's like that, the inner child care. So this is this section. Because this is the whole point of I am accountable to what I am feeling. Yeah. Otherwise, this will not be so helpful. If we are not accountable, it just becomes, it's not going to be transformative journey. It can be venting, but it may not be transformative. Only when I take the accountability, it will be transformative. And again, taking accountability means not being sad, hurt, doing what is needed. So I am not sad and hurt. That's accountability. That's very important. Doing what's needed, so I'm not sad and hurt. Yes, clear. Thank you very much.
But on the same point, in your experience, like taking accountability, so is it like a simple phase or it like we have challenges?
It's also a process.
So challenges,
Yeah.
can you talk about that little bit?
Yeah, taking accountability, first thing is it will be a lot on us because we're not used to taking accountability because we kind of, how can I? Oh yes, Karma. In 5 minutes, we are going to wind down. Is that okay? Thank you, Kavi. Yeah. That's going to be a process. First, it will be difficult, even to hear that I have to take all the accountability and everything is in my court, whatever is happening around, it's me. It's a overwhelming for that. But again, it's not about being sad. Then the next step is how can I work through? So I am not sad and hurt too, but there is some solution about it. From that place, it will be a process. From that place, it will be a process. It's not an overnight thing. But this is transformation doesn't happen overnight. First we hear about it, we get a hang of it, little by little every day. Yes.
When I was doing the journaling, I told you I went for previously a child. So the gratitude journal first
Yeah.
steps also was very important,
Yes.
like every day being thankful for being alive.
Right.
Thankful for
Yes.
having a family.
Yeah.
Thankful for,
Yes,
whatever.
thank you for reminding. Yeah, thank you for reminding, Mataji.
I think that was
Actually,
the
after this step, you will see my third column was thank you, Krishna. For me, thank you, Guru and Krishna. And it's up to you, whatever you want to put there. Yeah,
everything.
thank you, all this process. So the thank you and the connection with Guru and Krishna grows so much. And please note, it's happening throughout the day because we are journaling whatever is triggering throughout the day. So from negative to positive towards Krishna and his gratitude. Thank you for whatever naturally comes out to you. With this, whatever thank you is coming, that we are in bhakti and we want to be anchored on a stable platform. So thank you, Guru and Krishna. Thank you to whoever you want to say thank you. But please remember, whoever you are saying thank you to, we should be ready to say thank you to them even if they don't do it. So yes, say thank you. But ultimately, yes, thank you and Guru and Krishna, because this platform does not change. Our gratitude has to be reinforced here. But yes, gratitude. Reinforcing gratitude every day. Gratitude, and look at this, the confidence also comes out. Confidence also builds up because you are noticing it and you are making a change, you are seeing the result. So one after the other, one after that, there are many within us that will come up, but both the gratitude and the confidence will come up. So when the gratitude is getting bigger, yes, it's to Guru and Krishna. So, on now our the WhatsApp group, from the negative to positive, the slide was posted. Please take a look at that. I thought we'll go over that, but you can please see, and if there are any questions, we can just actually we'll want to just close this today. Please take a peek at that one slide, and if you have,
The shared few days.
a few days back, exactly, yeah. The Sattva thinking, yeah, in that. So that's just an example that will fit here. The negative automated ones, yeah. Can you show them? Yes. So that's the one, yeah. So the negative automated things, they come here. And how to turn to positive, they come here. So that's example that I posted there. You can please take a look at that. So those are some examples. Okay. I finally, before closing, I wanna
I just resent it, so.
on the group.
On the
Okay,
group.
yes.
Yes.
So that's the example. I tend to think like that, negative automated thought, or I will accomplish everything overnight, something like that, unreasonable. Then how to turn it to positivity there. So from negative to positive is the Sattva. Thank you all, dear devotees. Thank you to each one of you for your presence here as I reinforce myself. And I have to say, I'm just starting myself. And this is going to be a journey. And I am very thankful in the little bit of journey that was done. Very thankful and hopeful. So thank you to each one of you. And also I want to thank Ram Mataji, Mahatma Prabhu, and His Holiness Bir Krishna Maharaj, especially because I was just doing bhakti with my understanding, but they are the one that brought to my attention about mind and sattva. Mind. I didn't think emotions were allowed in bhakti. I didn't think so. I didn't know what to do with the emotions that were coming from within. Then I realized that the whole Shastra is saying, Vaso Vaisaha, everything is emotion. So the knowledge about the mind and emotions and the importance of coming to the platform of sattva even before we think we are doing bhakti. This is brought to my attention by these three saintly people. So I wanted to remember them. I thank them so many times. So many times. Then, and also in the outside world too, whatever search I have done in the scientific world, emotional research, all that, all those personalities also, I am thankful to each one of them, because they pushed me towards Krishna by showing how much is there in bhakti. So, thanking all those personalities, and to Srila Prabhupada, dear Savior, and Shri Radha Golokananda. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Radha Golokananda ki jai, Samalita Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha paritanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha.